Hi everyone. So I'm just going to share with you, we're going to do a review of section 3.5 today. This is everything that we did in class, and I just wanted to make sure that you had a review on video for you to watch. So it says you earned $32 for washing 8 cars. How much do you earn for washing 4 cars? I'm going to put my draw button on. All right, and then our final answer is you will earn how much money for washing 4 cars. So this is our rate, okay? And we need to find the unit rate in order to help me find another rate of 4 cars. So we're going to draw a table out, all right? And we're going to say, actually, I don't like that line. Let's get that new line. Okay, and we're going to do money over cars. And the reason why we're having cars as a denominator is because cars is changing. Okay, so we're going to make 3 columns. We could technically go to just 2 columns. I'll show you why. We can actually just go money to cars. And we can actually just go $32 and 8 cars, and you can go right to 4 cars for this question. And what you do is 8 divided by 2 is 4, and then you would say 32 divided by 2 is 16, and your answer is 16. But our answers aren't always that easy. So what we need to do is you're going to find out you have $32 for 8 cars. You want that middleman in the middle, and you want to go to 4 cars. That middleman is telling me we need to go to the unit rate. Okay, anything going to the unit rate will help us get to any number that doesn't go into each other. So 8 divided by 8 gives me 1. So then 32, divided by 8 gives me 4. So then we go 1 to 4. So 1 times 4 is 4, and 4 times 4 is 16. So you still get 16, okay? So let's go. This one is a question that you are going to be doing, okay? So that's on your own. And then I'm going to now go to slide 4, I believe. Let's see. Yes, I'm going to go to slide 4. Okay, so for slide 4, it says you earn $56 for washing 7 cars, but you want to know how much you earn for washing 2 cars. So if you look, we're going from 7 cars to 2 cars. So our cars is going to be our denominator because that's what's changing, and this is our money. So remember I told you that we're going to make, let's see, 56 over 7. And if you look, we can't go right from 7 to 2. We don't have a whole number to divide by to get you to 2. That's why we need to practice finding the unit rate. It's not always going to be as easy as the question we just did on slide 2. Okay, so always bring down to the unit rate 1. So that means we're going to divide by 7. So that means we're going to divide by 7 with 56 divided by 7, and you're going to get 8. So now we can go back up and times it by 2, and then 8 times 2, which is 16. And it just so happens to be 16 again. It doesn't always, your answer is not always 16. Okay, so let's see what our next question is. Not 5. 5 you're going to do on your own. We're going to go to 6. Okay, so for 6, now it's just asking for a unit rate. Okay, we're not finding another rate. So if I actually go back here, I just want to make sure you understand this. These 2 right here, I want to draw this out. This right here is a rate. This right here, that rate is just a rate. But the 8 to 1, that's a unit rate. And if you remember why, it's because your denominator is 1. That's why it's a unit rate. So all the other rates that you see are just considered rates. Okay. So going back here, you're going to write a unit rate for the situation. So it says 324 calories in 6 servings. So your unit rate, they want to know how many calories per serving. So if they say per serving, they want for 1 serving. So that means serving is your denominator. And then calories is your numerator. Okay, because it has to be 1. Your denominator has to be 1. So let's look at the rate they give us. So it's 324 over 6. All right, and what we're missing is right here. So just like we were doing with equivalent ratios, you're doing that with an equivalent rate. So you're going to find 6 divided by 6 is 1. And then 324 divided by 6 is 54. So your answer is 54 calories per serving. All right. Let's see what else. I'm just looking at my questions here. So we're done with 7. We're done with 8. We're going to do all those on your own. Okay, we are going to do slide 9. Okay, so for slide 9, here we go. It says you make green paint by adding 6 quarts of blue paint for every 2 pints of yellow paint. So 6 quarts of blue paint for every 2 pints of yellow paint. And they want you to find the unit rate. So here's your table, blue over yellow. And if you notice, it says yellow last, so that's why yellow is your denominator. So it looks like 6 is at your numerator, and then 2 is your denominator. They ask for unit rate, so that means your denominator is 1. We're going to divide by 2 and divide by 2, and your answer is 3. So your answer is 3 quarts of blue paint per pint of yellow paint. There's your 3 quarts of blue paint per pint of yellow paint. Remember, per means 1. So now they asked us for problem B, part 1, what is the ratio of pints of yellow paint to quarts of blue paint? So if you notice, they reversed it. So yellow paint, pints of yellow paint to quarts of blue paint. So, well, pints of yellow paint is 2. So you're going to have 2 here. And then quarts of blue paint is 6. So your rate is 2 to 6. So now you're going to fill this in because now you need to find your unit rate. So yellow paint is 2 and blue paint quart is 6. And if you notice, it was reversed. It was 6 and then 2. Now it's 2 and then 6. So they're asking for the unit rate, which means your denominator is 1. Before we divided by 2, now you're dividing by 6. Well, here's that question with the fractions. 2 divided by 6 also means 2 divided by 6, which is 2/6. So when you have your fraction as 2/6, remember you can simplify, all right, which is why your answer is 2/6 or 1/3. Okay, so what's your unit rate? Well, it's 1/3 pints of yellow paint per quart of blue paint. Right. And I believe that is it. When you get to slide 10, be very careful. These are all fractions. Okay, this slide is all going to be fractions, and make sure you simplify if needed. Make sure you simplify. And also keep improper fractions. Do not change it to mixed numbers. Keep improper fractions. Do not change them to mixed numbers. Okay, and that's it.